Gulls wreck my head. Why? Well, in today's Wildlife Wednesday, I'll try and explain. Before I begin this week's episode of Wildlife Wednesday, I have to make one statement, and it's this. Gulls wreck my head. And no, not because they attack me while I'm out enjoying myself at the beach, and not because they steal my sandwiches while I'm quietly enjoying a picnic lunch in the park, or my chips as I stroll back to my car from the chipper. No, it's none of these common complaints that are heard regularly from the public, particularly in seaside resorts during the summer months. It's because I find them so difficult to identify. They're total head wreckers compared to other birds, as far as I'm concerned. Well, from these opening comments, you can probably guess that the subject of Wildlife Wednesday this week is, yes, you have guessed it, it's gulls. And before I talk about gulls, I have one thing I'd like to say which may surprise or delight or even annoy many people, and it's this. There's no such thing as a seagull. The word seagull is used all over the world and is understood by most people, so it's what you might call a colloquialism, and people generally know what's meant when they hear the word. But trust me, there is no such single species called seagull. The truth is that worldwide there are 50 different species of gull, but the four most common regularly observed species seen in towns and villages of Ireland are the great black-backed gull, the lesser black-backed, the herring gull, and the black-headed gull. And all four species can often be seen flocking together on the lakes of our town parks. When this occurs, you'll often find birdwatchers scanning the lakes with binoculars, trying to discover a rare or unusual gull amongst them. One of the most likely non-native birds which may well appear is the Mediterranean gull. But other rarer species do occasionally occur. And before gull experts take me to task about the Mediterranean gull, according to Birdwatch Ireland's website, they do breed in small numbers in the southeast of the country, but are generally seen as winter visitors, coming here from September to April. So, are they native? Not quite, but this may well change with time as more birds see Ireland as a good place to breed. I began this week by saying that gulls wreck my head, and not for the reasons that annoy many members of the general public. A subject I may come back to at some time in the future. No, in my case, it's because of the many stages they go through before reaching maturity, and the different plumages these stages display. Talk about the 7 ages of man. I've never been able to get my head around these different stages, so maybe that says more about me than it does about the gulls. With that said, before I leave you to enjoy today's slideshow, I just want to point out a couple of things. Firstly, the great black-backed gull, although seen inland quite often, is more likely to be seen around our coasts and on our coastal islands, more so than inland. And some of the photos in the slideshow are indeed from around the coast. Secondly, in the slideshow, I also include a couple of kittiwake photos. Now, the kittiwake is also a gull, though not one of the 4 common species I've spoken about today, which we have in towns and villages. So, having cleared that up, I'll leave you to enjoy today's slideshow. Well, thanks again for watching Wildlife Wednesday, folks. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you did, I'd be grateful if you'd give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And when you do, don't forget to ring the bell so that you're notified every time I upload new content. Till next week, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands and wear a mask where necessary, and all the while maintain social distancing. We're not out of the woods quite yet. Close. Take care, folks. Bye.